What's the most controversial thing your spouse has ever expected from you? I came home from work to my wife's belly looking flat and her sleeping in my brother's arms. He told me that earlier he'd accidentally tripped her up, drove her to the hospital where she miscarried, then brought her home and spent the day watching her. He never called me because she was so distraught he feared she'd hurt herself if he looked away. I was in so much shock I never even asked why he was over. He started coming around more often after that. I was grateful, but then he began bringing her favorite chocolates to help her heal. Never brought me anything though. Once while he was over, I caught them in the kitchen, her sobbing in his arms while his hands were on her lower back. When he left that day, she commented how much she appreciated him and everything he did for her while she was going through this. She didn't mention me at all. The day after he came over with a bouquet of her favorite flowers, disguising it as something to help the house feel brighter, I took him out for coffee. I told him gently that I appreciated him helping, but he grabbed my hand and cut me off. He said it was no problem and it was his pleasure to keep doing it. He came by unannounced again a few days later, this time with tickets to Broadway. Not for the three of us, just them. Today was the day our baby was supposed to be born. My wife and I had a celebration of life for our Noah planned, but she just got dressed in her nicest outfit, gave me a lukewarm kiss on my cheek, and rushed out the door. She didn't get back until after midnight, even though the show ended at 8. It was another 3 weeks later that the inevitable happened. I caught them together on our couch. I packed up and drove to the nearest motel where I drank myself near to death. I woke up the next morning in the hospital with alcohol poisoning. I checked myself out 2 days later with a $25,000 medical bill and a drained joint bank account. That was the moment I decided to disappear. I left with nothing but the shirt on my back and rebuilt my life halfway across the country. Fast forward 3 years. I have trust issues, but a girlfriend I really love, and I'm healing, or at least I was. Until 7 weeks ago when I got a message. Hey, sorry about everything and for never reaching out. Life just got too busy. Me and my brother's name are having a small backyard wedding this fall. We'd really appreciate you officiating it. I remember staring at the screen for what felt like hours, and after deliberating with my fiance, I decided to give them not just what they wanted, but also what they deserved. I texted back with a loaded handful of fake kindness and caught the first flight over. They picked me up at the airport, all smiles and laughter. She flashed her finger at me as if I was supposed to coo over the exact ring I had given her. They treated me to Chipotle before giving me their spare room in the same house I used to live in. For 4 weeks, I grit my teeth and pretended I was here to officiate the wedding. I watched them cuddle and dance to the songs we used to. I cooked for them because my brother just had to try my famous chicken Alfredo, but there was something strange about my ex. She always wore turtlenecks, even inside when it was 80 degrees out. She also had this fake it till you make it smile on whenever she spoke to my brother. It was 2 weeks into my stay that I found the room the nursery used to be in being redone. Except this time, the blue walls were getting painted over with pink. "We're pregnant," she said, expecting me to smile. That night, I was on my laptop getting everything ready when she came in. She sat down beside me, looked me in the eyes, and just started crying. She lunged into my chest and started repeating thank you. She said I was so selfless, letting her heal how she naturally needed to all those years ago. Even told me I deserved the world. The irony wasn't lost on me, but it was what she said next that really made my jaw drop. She said things had changed because what she needed back then wasn't what she needed now, and what she needed now was me. Before I could even process what was happening, she had taken off her engagement ring and was on her knees, holding my hand, looking me in the eyes and begging me to take her back. Full story on channel linked below.